Gering Public Schools are in the midst of a major project aimed at improving access to early childhood development. KNEB.TV News starts right now.
From your trusted source for news in western Nebraska and eastern Wyoming, this is KNEB.TV News. Presented by Platte Valley Companies, premier provider of financial services.
Hello, I'm Ryan Murphy. This is KNEB.TV News, powered by Platte Valley Companies. Thanks for joining me. In our top story, an official groundbreaking ceremony was held this week for the Gering Public School District's brand new Early Childhood Education Center. Principal John Wiedemann says the Northfield Preschool project is the culmination of nearly half a decade's worth of conversations about the growing student base in the system.
We're super excited. In 2019, we sat down in a summer strategic planning meeting and set a goal for Gering Public Schools to have all 3 and 4-year-olds in Gering have access to high-quality early childhood education, with 50% of those in a Gering Public Schools preschool. And at that time, we only had preschool at Lincoln Elementary.
Since that time, they've added preschool classrooms to all Gering Elementary School buildings. And this school year, there's 2 full pre-K classrooms at Lincoln, Guile, and Northfield.
We know the power of early intervention and early childhood education, and we want to continue to make that possible for our youngest students. And so we're super excited to get the ball rolling. Mrs. Engel and Mrs. Walker have done a great job in our preschool program here, and we're excited to have just a little bit more space to operate as a preschool, and we're looking forward to seeing enrollment continue to rise.
Gering Public Schools Director of Business and Finance Stacy Rodriguez says the funds for this project were budgeted for in this year's general fund.
We have budgeted and the funds will come out of the general fund. We also applied for a 2-year new school application with NDE, and they basically base it on your capacity for students on expanding, because they are trying to promote for us to invest in early childhood education. So we are going to get money back on this project.
Currently, they estimate this new preschool is approximately a $900,000 project, which could have been nearly twice as much. Fortunately, construction trades instructor Travis Gable and his students will be acting as the general contractor on the project and be building the preschool themselves.
This year we get the opportunity to help the district with more of a commercial type project, a little bit larger scale, but we're able to use the same concepts we used in the residential setting. The building's going to be, I think, is it 50 by 100? It's about 5,000 square feet, 4 classrooms, kind of a large commons area, 5 bathrooms, an office area.
Currently, there are about 200 students in Gering's pre-K classrooms, and the hope is by the start of next school year, many of them will be able to begin using this new space. Well, firefighters from Scottsbluff and Gering responding Wednesday morning to a structure fire in the Bellevue Addition in Gering. At approximately 10 a.m., crews were dispatched to Ridge Drive, where a trailer home was fully engulfed in flames. 4 fire trucks from the Gering Fire Department 4 fire trucks from both the Gering Volunteer Fire Department and Scottsbluff Fire Department were on scene, as well as Gering Police and Regional West EMS. No word at this point if anybody was at home at the time of the fire, nor injuries. The cause of the fire remains under investigation. We'll have more news right after this.
The journey of a dream becoming reality. When we're young, a dream develops into a passion. That passion continues to manifest and grows as you do. It becomes all you want to do and all you want to be. It gives you direction. It drives you. Then, your dream has become a reality. When that dream is ready to be reality, Platte Valley Bank will be with you every step of the way.
Do you know what backflow is and why it's dangerous? Backflow is when your water's normal flow is reversed due to a vacuum or drop in pressure, putting you at risk of drinking contaminated water containing substances like fertilizers, weed killers, or even feces. To help protect your drinking water, the city requests the periodic checking of testable backflow devices. Backflow prevention devices close when water reverses direction and stops suspect water from gaining entry to your house, making sure your next drink is clean and refreshing.
Welcome back. A proposed multifunction sports and community event center for Scottsbluff took a step forward Monday night as the Scottsbluff Planning Commission made a unanimous positive recommendation on one of two initial steps needed towards the project. The commission approved a change in zoning for a tract of land east and southeast of the former SWBC property from agricultural residential to office and professional, which would be a requirement for the creation of the Element Sports Summit Event Center. Commission member Jerry Stricker commended Deidre Bruner and her community supporters for plans to pursue the project in that location, saying it was an appropriate use that will address economic development and other issues in the community.
It will promote health and happiness of all citizens, if youth, and it will allow for the interconnection of neighborhoods and amenities, and if developed right, it will be sustainable, and certainly access to culture and recreation, and then finally strong neighborhoods and places rooted in our unique character as one of the themes we focus on.
While that step was approved, the preliminary plat for the land was tabled over concerns about drainage on the impacted properties. Both city staff and the project engineer said they would work on that issue and bring back the preliminary and final plats to the commission during their December meeting. Well, AAA says Thanksgiving travel season will be the busiest in almost 2 decades. AAA's Mark Jenkins says travelers are going to hit the roads and take to the skies, and gas and oil prices have come down since this time last year.
Oil prices have plummeted. That's really creating a scenario where we should have low gas prices hanging around through the holidays unless conditions unexpectedly change.
AAA suggests drivers should make sure their vehicle is road trip ready and leave early to avoid hitting heavy traffic. They also suggest air travelers should book their flights early. Domestic flights are about 5% more expensive than they were a year ago, with the average domestic ticket price around $681. And motorcycle riders in Nebraska will no longer be required to wear a helmet while riding in the state come January, so long as they submit proof of a basic motorcycle safety course to the Department of Motor Vehicles. That requirement is among several qualifiers included in LB 138, the bill that lawmakers passed unanimously in May that repealed the state's decades-old helmet mandate that was effective January 1st. The law change means any motorcyclists or passenger aged 21 or older will be allowed to ride without a helmet as long as they have completed a safety course and, for state residents, submitted proof of completion to the DMV. Helmetless riders will also have to wear eye protection, be it glasses, goggles, or a face shield, unless their motorcycle or moped's windshield protects the rider's line of vision in all operating positions.
This isn't just a beautiful hospital. It's the home to exceptional patient care. This is where specialty clinics meet your needs. This is where a friendly smile, a warm hand, and an empathetic ear exist to care for you. This is us. Box Butte General Hospital. Great things are happening here.
For this week's featured pet of the week, we meet McGregor, a 3-year-old domestic shorthair that's been at the Panhandle Humane Society since August. Staff says he may have a big, tough guy name, but honestly, this cat has the sweetest personality in the entire world. His adoption cost is just $50, and that includes his neuter, microchipping, and all vaccinations. Plus, whoever adopts McGregor will also receive a $25 Murdoch's gift card to start spoiling him right away.
Welcome to Kelly's Liquor, your liquor cabinet. Whether you're a wine enthusiast, a whiskey sommelier, a tequila connoisseur, or you just love your beer, Kelly's has the best selection of what you're looking for. Family owned and operated since 1946 and right on 27th Street in Scottsbluff. Come see us today at Kelly's Liquor, your liquor cabinet. And remember to be a good neighbor. Don't drink and drive. Kelly's Liquor, West 27th Street in Scottsbluff.
Let's take a look at your midweek community calendar, brought to you by Riverstone Bank. The community calendar is brought to you by Riverstone Bank. We're local and we love our community.
Panhandle Trails Intercity Public Transit, based in Alliance, Nebraska, is the only intercity bus serving Nebraska Panhandle communities and Pine Ridge, South Dakota. Panhandle Trails operates a regularly scheduled bus service, assisting you in making connections with Greyhound bus partners, regional airports, healthcare, employment and education opportunities, shopping, family, friends, and more. Panhandle Trails serves the general public of all ages and offers accessible transportation for those with special mobility needs. Let Panhandle Trails help you make your connection. Call 308-761-8747.
At Platte Valley Bank, we want to help you take advantage of every adventure. We know you have plans, goals, and dreams. Let us help you with them. Whether you are just starting the business you have always imagined or looking to grow your existing one, we have a business loan to fit your needs. Stop in and see us at Platte Valley Bank. and let us help make your dreams a reality. You belong here. Platte Valley Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
And finally, tonight, the 40th annual Thanksgiving in the Valley dinner will be held on Thanksgiving Day, next Thursday, the 23rd, from 11 to 1 at the Guadalupe Center in Scottsbluff. Organizer Kendra Feather says they can still use volunteers. So whether you want to volunteer or would like to have a meal delivered, there are a couple of phone numbers you need to jot down.
Yeah, so if they want to get a meal delivered or want to drive, they need to call 632-3736. That's the volunteer center. And if they want to volunteer and help me at the Guadalupe Center or some other things, maybe hauling stuff, 633-9497 is my line, and then it will go to my cell phone, so I'm able to get that.
Feather saluted the volunteers that have stepped up over the past 4 decades, who she says nearly run the event. She said it is moving that they are willing to give up part of their Thanksgiving Day to help others. Well, that does it for us this time. Thank you so much for tuning in. Stay safe out there. We'll see you here next time.